Good afternoon and welcome to the image slideshow face recording. Now I'm going to take the topic anemia. Now we'll see the definition for anemia. Basically, it's decreased the amount of the red blood cells in the blood. So if we have a reduction of RBC cells, automatically we will get anemia. So the hemoglobin also play important role in the causing anemia, and these are the hemoglobin content each person should supposed to have in our blood. So men supposed to have a hemoglobin 13.5 gram per deciliter, women 12.0 gram per deciliter, neonatal 14 gram per deciliter, and 1 to 2 months baby should have the 10 gram per deciliter, 1 to 2 years 11 gram per deciliter, 12 years old should have a 12 gram per deciliter. Next, move on to the what are the characteristic feature of the anemia? Anemia is a reduction in the number of RBC and also the quantity of the hemoglobin and the volume of the RBC. So basically RBC involved in the oxygenation. So if the RBC will carry the oxygen to the blood, and if you're not carrying the enough RBC content to the blood, if it is decreased, it will cause hypoxia, that is a reduction of the supply of the oxygen in the blood. Then prevalent condition, blood loss, decreased production of the erythrocytes, increased destruction of erythrocytes. Now we move on to the classification of anemia. It is classified into two types, basically morphological and etiological. Morphological mean based on the normal size and the hemoglobin content level, and etiological means its causes, whether it is acute and chronic, such kind of things. Now we'll go by one. First one, we'll see the morphological classification and the basis of the size and the hemoglobin content of the red blood cells. We'll classify it into four types. One is normocytic normochromic anemia, macrocytic normochromic anemia, macrocytic hypochromic, microcytic hypochromic. Then now we'll see the normocytic normochromic. This is the term itself, it shows that normocytic, the RBC and hemoglobin content in the blood is normal. Then macrocytic normochromic anemia, RBC cells are larger in size and RBC or count is reduced. The hemoglobin content is normal. That's why it's called a macronormochromic animal. Then third one is macrocytic hypochromic anemia. RBC are immature and larger size and hemoglobin content is very less. The fourth one is microcytic and hypochromic anemia. RBC are smaller in size and the hemoglobin content in RBC is very less. Then etiological classification, that is I told you earlier, this is the basis of the causes. It divided into four types. One is hemorrhagic anemia, hemolytic anemia, nutritional anemia, and aplastic anemia. Then first one, hemorrhagic means excessive loss of blood, that is a bleeding, that is it's called hemorrhagic anemia. It occurs in both acute and the chronic. Acute anemia will be for a period of time, and the chronic will be the prolonged time. The anemia will be in prolonged time. Now we'll move on to the acute hemorrhagic anemia. It refers to sudden loss of large quantity of the blood, as in the case of accident, and the replacement of RBC does not occur quickly. So with less number of RBC, hemodialysis is occur, and then morphologically the RBC are normocytic and normochromic. If you come to the chronic, then loss of blood by internal or external bleeding for a longer time. For example, some of the female will get bleeding time for long, 30 days, something like that. It occurs in the condition like a peptic ulcer, porphyria, hemophilia, and menarche. Then next, move on to the hemolytic anemia. It means destruction of the RBC. That means the RBC will be destroyed due to the excess of hemolysis, which is not compensated by the increased RBC production. Now move on to the extended hemolytic anemia. It caused by external factors. It may be if you're taking too much of antibiotic, or you're exposed in the too long time in the chemical exposure, and you are taking too much of drugs. These are the external exposure which affect your body. You will get extrinsic anemia. And the causes, it will causes the liver failure, renal disorder, hypersplenism, burns, infection, hepatitis, malaria, septicemia, all those things. Intrinsic means inside the body, that is a destruction of RBC because of the defective RBC. There is no production of unhealthy RBC. That is, it occurs in the inside the body. That's why it's called intrinsic hemolytic anemia. Then another thing is sickle cell anemia. You can see the normal cells will become a sickle shape. That's why it's called a sickle cell anemia. And we'll move on to the thalassemia. This also inherited disorder characterized by abnormal hemoglobin. And you have two types of thalassemia, alpha and beta. And if we coming to the move on to the nutritional deficiency anemia, this is basically if you are not taking enough type of nutrition in your body, that's why it's called a nutritional deficiency anemia. And you should have both vitamin C, B12 and folic acid in your blood. Then coming to one of the major thing is happen in all the teenage people, iron deficiency anemia. The people, the female, the young adult female girls are not taking enough iron content food. That's why they'll get iron deficiency anemia. And protein deficiency anemia, this is due to deficiency of the protein. The synthesis of the hemoglobin is reduced. The RBC is macrocytic and hypochromic. And also the other name is for a protein deficiency anemia, it's called pernicious anemia and Addison's anemia. This is due to deficiency of the vitamin B12, and it is more occurs in the old age people and more common in female than male. And this is aplastic anemia. This is bone marrow does not produce enough amount of the RBC. That's why it's called aplastic anemia. Why it is causes mean because of chemotherapy and radiation. People will be exposed in the too much of taking chemotherapy and exposure in the radiation and taking toxic chemicals. Viruses affected to the body and rheumatoid arthritis, and also idiopathy, that is unknown reason. Then we have to knock out the aplastic anemia. So if you eating all kind of protein, vitamin kind of food, definitely you can knock out the anemia. Then megaloblastic anemia, that is caused by damaged DNA synthesis and characterized by large RBC which are fragile and easily destroyed. The common form of megaloblastic anemia, one is cobalamin deficiency, second one is folic deficiency. You can see the size. This is the first picture, shows that the normal red blood cells. The second shows that megaloblastic. And can you see the picture? Megalo means it's big size of RBC cells. Thank you.